Scientists argue that this disease has plagued humankind for 500,000 years. It ranks among 7 of the deadliest diseases in history. Mentions of it can be found in the ancient Roman, Chinese, Indian, and Egyptian manuscripts, and later in numerous Shakespearean plays. It took the lives of billions of the famous, the infamous, and the anonymous. King Tut, Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, Pope Innocent III, along with many other popes and cardinals, and Dante Alighieri, all reportedly succumbed to the disease. On the Indian subcontinent, it was known as the King of Diseases. It is a prime suspect in the fall of the Roman Empire. In the modern time, 8 American presidents suffered from this disease, including George Washington and John Kennedy. Malaria. It remains the world's most devastating human parasitic infection. We can only speculate about malaria-related mortality rates throughout history. One Nobel laureate claims that malaria may have killed half of all the people that ever lived, meaning that about 54 billion people have died from the disease. Over 40% of the world's population is at risk of malaria now, mostly children under 5 years of age and pregnant women. According to the recent World Health Organization report in 2016, there were approximately 216 million malaria cases and an estimated 445,000 malaria deaths, with 90% of malaria cases occurring in sub-Saharan Africa. For centuries, medicine men, witch doctors, chemists, and physicians have attempted to cure the disease with approaches that range from chanting incantations over victims to more modern treatments such as quinine, chloroquine, mefloquine, and most recently, artemisinin. The pursuit of the cure for malaria has produced 3 Nobel laureates, and the first 2 were awarded at the turn of the 20th century. One prize was given for demonstrating that malaria can be transmitted by mosquitoes. Another was for the discovery that malaria was a blood-based parasite. Then, in 2015, the Nobel Committee recognized the work of a Chinese pharmaceutical chemist for a promising and long overdue cure for the horrible disease. It is this Nobel laureate in physiology or medicine, Youyou, who I propose that the Office of Major Events invites to the university's graduation ceremony. A great scientific discovery is a necessary but insufficient condition for obtaining the Nobel Prize. According to Alfred Nobel's will, the recipient of the annual prize should have conferred the greatest benefit to mankind. Many fundamental discoveries change lives for the better, but Professor Youyou's discovery of artemisinin has saved millions of lives and represents one of the most significant contributions to global health. Youyou was born in 1930 in Ningbo, a city on the east coast of China. In her autobiography, Professor Youyou writes that her family's long history of highly valuing children's education and always considering this as the family's top priority allowed her to receive a good education. When she was 16, Youyou contracted tuberculosis and had to take a 2-year break from school to recover. This encounter with the deadly disease encouraged the young student to devote her life to medical research and to be able to cure others. She studied pharmaceutical sciences at Peking University that later became the independent Beijing Medical College. The unique curriculum that blended traditional Chinese medicine with modern science created a foundation for her future discovery. The Chinese government commissioned a secret military research project during the Vietnam War aimed at preventing and curing malaria, for which Youyou was chosen to participate. The work of the project included the review of more than 2,000 traditional potions dating as far back as the 4th century. It was based on this research that Youyou came across the anti-malarial potential of the herb known as sweet wormwood. This herb became the basis of the work that formulated the drug artemisinin and earned her the Nobel Prize. Youyou is one of only 49 women to win a Nobel Prize, and she is the first Chinese female to receive a Nobel Prize in any category. We, at the University of Virginia, have the chance to host a person of such significance who can inspire research scientists, especially women scientists, with her work. The research, discoveries, and work of Youyou may be one of humankind's most significant and impactful scientific breakthroughs.